Hello, welcome to my channel. So we have a John Doe found December 11th, 1987 in Juno, Georgia. Estimated age to be 24 to 29. Estimated year of death is 1986 to 1987. Estimated height to be around 6'1". Estimated weight to be around 160 pounds. Dawson County. Skeleton found in woods off Georgia 53, 1 mile from Georgia 400. Brown hair, unknown color of eyes, wearing a Robin Trower Passion Tour 1986 t-shirt, Levi jeans, 32 waist, 34 length. High top, white Reebok, size 9.5. Dark blue John Henry windbreaker on the body. And so they had that Robin Trower Passion Tour 1986, 1987. If you look it up, it says the new line of Davey Patterson vocals, Dave Braun's bass, Pete Thompson drums, known as the Passion Band, emerges, and it says question mark 1986, and then it talks about them being in Wisconsin in September, and then it goes from there. So, and then we have this that talks about that John Doe, unidentified remains, GBI, Dawson County, white male, and according to this it says that Robin Trower, an English recording artist, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right, forgive me if I'm not, he appeared at the Center Stage in Atlanta December 10th, 1986, and also July 6, 1987. So I'm not seeing that here, that December 10th, 1986. And let's see about the July 6, 1987. Yeah, July 6, 1987 shows up, but the other one doesn't show up for some reason. Okay, so we're going to look at the John Does. We're going to look at the missing persons that we have to see, do we think, the question is, were they coming back from the tour when they died? Is that, and I don't even know if that's, I don't know. I don't know if they're coming back from the tour or if they went to the tour on a different day and they had the shirt or if it was a gift, but we're going to look at it. So we have this man, he went missing from Forsyth County, Georgia. He was only 18 years old, even though it says 24 to 29. 6'1" to 6'2", 210 to 220 pounds, and they're estimating 160 pounds. I'm leaving him in. Prominent facial dimples, learning disability that causes him to behave younger than his actual age. The GBI and Forsyth County Sheriff's Office have been investigating the disappearance. And you can pause this and read it. I don't want to read all of this. But he was working on a farm. I think it was like 45 minutes from his house. And they're saying that he got in the vehicle with somebody named Jeff. And it doesn't say if the parents knew who Jeff was or if the people on the farm knew who Jeff was. So we don't know who Jeff was. And supposedly to go home, but he never went home. Okay, so the distance from Juno to where this guy went missing is only 34 minutes. So he went missing 34 minutes away from where they found the skeletal remains. And he went missing in February of 1987, and the remains were found in December of 1987. And I thought, oh, what if we added the Atlanta in? Even though I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I don't know if whoever died went to there. So here's Atlanta. This is where the John Doe was found, and this is where he went missing. So we're just looking at it. This is Paul Gene Billings, and he went missing August 1st, 1986, from Dalton, Georgia. He was 26 years old, about 6 foot tall, and about 185 pounds. And the last contact he had with his family was in August of 1986. And he called his mom saying, "Hey, I need $100 to pay a fine I got for speeding." He never called back. The family's never heard from him, and they don't know what happened to him. And it talks about where he has ties to, brown hair, hazel eyes. You can pause that and read it. He has a nickname Phil tattooed on his hand, one of his hands. So, and the distance from Dalton to Juno is an hour and 20 minutes. And I'm going to add in the Atlanta just in case. I don't know if they went to the concert. Like I said, I don't know if they were coming back from the concert. It could have been, maybe they could have gone to the concert and went way, months before or something. They disappeared. So here's Dalton, where he went missing from. Here's Juno, where the John Doe was found, and here's the concert. So I thought, well, it's possible that he left Dalton and went to the concert and was on his way home, and so he could be the John Doe, if that is relevant, and I don't know if it's relevant. Okay, so then we have this missing person, Michael Ernest Black. I can't even see that picture. Oh, there we go. Okay, so Michael Ernest Black went missing September 4th, 1987, from Asheville, North Carolina. 31 years old, 5'11" to 6'1". Last seen at Cowboys Bar at Hayward Road. Strawberry blonde hair, mustache, blue eyes. There's a lot of information there. Like I said, you can pause it and read it if you like. He did not have a vehicle. Okay, so he went missing from Asheville, and here's Juno. If I add in Atlanta, then it would be on the way, sort of. Actually, it'd be kind of off, unless he knew somebody there. See, I don't even know if it's relevant, but I'm looking. Derrick Vincent Kucera went missing, Hillsboro, Atlanta. And again, forgive me if I don't pronounce the name correctly. Age 23, October 29th, in 1986. He was a passenger in a car with an unidentified male on Ivy Hollow Road while it was left behind. They don't know what happened to him. Here's the distance between Hillsboro and Juno. And so if you add Atlanta, and my computer just lost its mind somehow. There it goes. Huh. Maybe. Okay, so then we have this missing person, Kenneth Brent Patterson. He went missing from Church Hill, Tennessee. He was 27 years old. He could have been anywhere from 5'9" to 6 foot tall, 155 to 160 pounds. His vehicle was found wrecked and abandoned in a field, and he lived close to where that happened, but he's never been seen since. And we don't know if he wrecked his vehicle or somebody else did. Red auburn hair, collar length when last seen. Full beard, brown eye. It makes you feel like something happened in the vehicle close to where he lived when it wrecked. And maybe when that something happened to him. It makes you wonder if somebody else was in the vehicle, because we don't know. And so looking at him compared to that concert. Oh, I added it. When did I? Okay. Oh, no, that's just him to Juno. Okay. Now I'm going to add in Atlanta. So, okay, there's that. And then we have this missing person, doesn't even have a picture. Jeffrey Todd Carter, not even a school photo, nothing. He went missing May 7th, 1987 from North Carolina. He was 23 years old, around 6'1", 6'2". Left his girlfriend's house about 22:30, and 2400 is midnight. So an hour and a half before midnight, May 7th, 1987. Heading back to parents' home in Charlotte, girlfriend was to meet him in Davidson Community College at 10:30 a.m. May 8th, and he never showed up. Brown hair, blue eyes. And it talks about his clothing, white high-top sneakers. That sounds familiar, doesn't it? Wow. Vehicle, though. What happened to his vehicle? Did his vehicle go missing with him? That would be interesting. I just read about somebody having some kind of Converse shoes that was a John Doe. Anyway, so here we have what? Yeah, North Carolina to Juno, and if we add Atlanta, but I don't think he would be going there. So if he went to the concert, he had to have gone before. But that would be kind of out of the way. So, sorry. And then we have this missing person, Guy Carlton Schwark, and he went missing from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, December 6, 1986. He was 6'3", though, 250 pounds. Him and his friend, Dennis Bagnell, had flown from Fort Lauderdale, Florida to Freeport, Bahamas to pick up a boat for a friend, and they were never seen again. So I'm guessing that he's out on the water somewhere, right? Okay, so then we have Juno's here. That's like the opposite direction, right? And so I'm looking because it shows Atlanta November 23rd to April 8th. I'm sure I showed you that. And then when I go to look after they start having their passion band, well, what if they didn't go to Atlanta? What if he went to Florida? What if he attended it? There's July 1987. But there was one in Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky, right? July 15th, 1987 was Louisville, Kentucky. Okay, so we got California. Let's see. California, Texas, Louisiana, California, Missouri, Ohio, Michigan, California, Colorado, Illinois. Florida is right here. December, they were in Orlando, Florida, and then we're in Clearwater, Florida, and Orlando, Florida. So we'll take Clearwater. I don't know why. I'm just going to pick one. And what if we change? What if they went to Clearwater, Florida? What if it was somebody that drove across the country on a motorcycle or something all the way to, I like Orlando better. Let's do Orlando. What if whoever it was went to see the tour in Orlando? So that would change it, right? It would be a long drive, wouldn't it? From some of the places these people went missing. And then you have to see would they go through Georgia. We have to have the Juno, Georgia in there, so then you have to see if that was out of the way. So like this one, it would make sense for him. And so I wanted to see which ones made more sense. That one doesn't make sense. That one wouldn't make sense either. So if it was, I would get rid of this one. And Orlando doesn't make sense for him, but and that one doesn't make sense either. So I'm going to take him out. And this is just my speculation, right? And this one, Orlando doesn't make sense. That one might. So I'm going to leave him in. And this one, that doesn't make sense to me. Does this one make sense? It might, because I don't know what the maps were like back then. We'll leave that one in. And then we have him. And that makes sense. And that makes even more sense. So I'm going to leave him in. And this one, it's quite possible. And that one, I'm going to leave that one in too. So this is the John Doe I have. And these are the people that I have that are missing. So it's Timothy Guy. That is Paul Gene Billings. Michael Ernest Black. Derrick. Kenneth. So if you have any information about who this John Doe might be, please contact authorities and let them know. If you know what happened to any of those missing men, including the ones I took off there, because you never know. It might have been somebody who flew out there and was visiting and flew back and was wearing the shirt at the time that they went missing. It could have been somebody that was hitchhiking. I don't know. But if you know, please contact authorities and let them know. Don't forget to pray for their families and their loved ones. Feel free to leave comments and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.